skyscraper. That's called the Shard. At the moment, it is the tallest building in Western Europe. It's 1,016 feet high. It was designed by an Italian architect called Renzo Piano. Finished construction in 2012. In the Shard, you're going to find bars, restaurants, office space, apartments. There's even a 6-star hotel in the building called the Shangri-La. Now if you go up to the 72nd floor, they have a viewing gallery. It's called the View from the Shard. However, to go up to it, you will be charged a fee of about £28.50 per person. That is just to get in a lift and look out of a window. And it's not really worth it if you ask me. In my opinion, there is a much better alternative just on the left there. A skyscraper that gets wider as it gets taller. That's called number 20 Fenchurch Street, also known as the walkie-talkie. Now, on the top floor of that building, where you can see all those people standing around, they have a botanical garden. It's called the Sky Garden of London. It's actually free to go up to as well. And in the Sky Garden, they have 2 bars and a restaurant up there. With that £28.50 you save by not going in the Shard, you go up to the Sky Garden, you'll be able to get yourself half a lager and a packet of peanuts. If you're lucky anyway. Now just ahead on the right hand side there, we have London's very own warship. This is the C-35 HMS Belfast. She's a Southampton class cruiser and was built in the same shipyards in Belfast, Northern Ireland, as the Titanic, the Harlem and the Wolf shipyards. She was launched on St Patrick's Day 1938 and served throughout the Second World War. Most notably, she fired the opening shots for the D-Day landings. She was also used to chase, shell and eventually sink the German battle cruiser Scharnhorst. She last fired her guns in anger in the 50s during the Korean War. She was used as the flagship for the United Nations. Today she's permanently moored in London. She's now part of the Imperial War Museum, open 7 days a week. All 9 of her decks are available to explore. Children do actually get to go on there for free as well, so parents are looking for something to do this 6 weeks holiday, you can take your children on the Belfast. Now just over on the left hand side there, a large castle, the world famous Tower of London. Now the oldest section of the castle there is the centre tower with the 4 taller turrets and that flagpole, and that's called the Norman's Keep, or the White Tower. It was built under the reign of William the Conqueror back in the year 1078. Now, the tower served many purposes over its lifetime, most infamously though, as a state prison, place of torture and execution. Traitors of nobility, they would have been rowed through the once open archway on the river's wall there that reads, "Entry to the Traitors' Gate." They would then be imprisoned inside the bloody tower before eventually being dragged up to the Tower Hill behind the castle to have their heads chopped off via a rusty axe. The severed heads would be placed on a spike and then displayed on the old London Bridge. Well, we're not allowed to do this in London anymore, so we don't. And today, the Tower of London is a museum, and it's also the home of the crown jewels, closely guarded by London's beefeaters. And then ahead of us, the final bridge we're going to pass beneath very shortly, Tower Bridge. Designed by a man called Sir John Wolfe Barry, finished construction in 1894. Tower Bridge is a twin suspension and bascule bridge. What that means is the 2 centre roadways there, which we're going to pass under very shortly, even though they both weigh over 1,100 tonnes apiece, they can be lifted like a double drawbridge and they become fully upright in just under 90 seconds. This is done occasionally to allow larger ships or tall-masted sailing vessels in and out of the upper pool of London. You can actually still cross the bridge though when it's lifted. Have a look at the very top there. Got 2 catwalks, both open to the public. In the middle of these catwalks, they have glass pavements there. Look, so if you go up to the top, you can look down, you can watch all the boats pass under you. Please be careful though, folks, if you look up through these glass pavements. We found this out the hard way the other day. We passed under the bridge the other afternoon. And there's a Scottish wedding reception taking place up there. Now as we pass beneath the bridge, we now leave the City of London behind us. We're in the Docklands part of the river now. We're just about to turn the boat completely around, so we're going to be facing Tower Bridge again very shortly. We have our next stop just over on the right-hand side there. Now while we make this manoeuvre, folks, just ask all passengers just to find a seat and take to it now. Just remain in your seats until we are safely moored up alongside. Whilst you're sitting down, it's also a good time, pat yourselves, make sure you have all your personal belongings with you. Make sure you have your phones, keys, wallets, cameras, bags, husbands, wives, girlfriends, both if you're lucky or unlucky. Please make sure you have your children with you as well, folks. Very concerning how many get left on these boats. I've collected 6 at home now. They all speak different languages, making conversations around a dinner table very difficult. So please don't forget to take your children with you. We don't want any more. Now, this is our next stop, just on our left now. This is Butler's Wharf Pier. If there's anyone on board with a tower ticket, if you've got a tower ticket of any kind, you must leave this boat at the tower. We're going on to Greenwich now, so stay on if you have a Greenwich ticket. If there's anyone going back to Westminster straight away, if you're doing the round trip on your tower journey, you'll change boats here, folks. Just get off of us, wait at the top of the pier. The next boat to come in, they will take you back to Westminster straight away. Sorry guys, sorry about that. It's that annoying Tower of London cruise boat there. We are the older boat, we've been running far longer, but they've decided to share the same microphone frequency as us and they won't change it, so I do apologise for that. So as I was saying, this is Tower. Change here if you've got a tower ticket, stay on if you're going to Greenwich. Now as we made our way down the river this afternoon, I tried my best to point out all the various places and items of interest.
Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome back to another
As we made our way
video.
down the river this afternoon, I have tried my best to point out the places and items of interest. Sadly, not in Italian. We'll try again next year. Only in English. I know a few phrases in Polish if that helps as well. But as I mentioned earlier, we're not professional guides on these boats by any means, just members of the crew, all part of the Thames Wharf. It's become tradition for us to learn these commentaries, folks, in the hopes of making your journeys of us a bit more interesting, hopefully even entertaining or even enjoyable. If you feel like I've done this for any of you on board today, and you'd like to show a form of appreciation for my efforts as a guide, you can, as you leave the boat at the tower, by the exit door, you will find me standing there and I'll be holding a silver champagne ice bucket. It's just the boat's little tip bucket. Now if you'd like, you can put a few pound coins, notes, dollars or euros into it as you leave. You also have a little QR code as well, which you can scan on mobile devices for those who might like to carry cash. I must stress though, it is entirely voluntary on your behalf to contribute anything to the guide. We do understand that everyone speaks or understands the language of English, but please don't forget though folks, I will be that young man who stands by the exit door
and here we are at
the
Tower Bridge, and we crossed the London Bridge.
To ask me if you have any questions about your tickets or returning boat time, just ask any one of the ticket staff you can find here at Butler's Wharf. Now, of course, if you are continuing on to Greenwich this afternoon, I will be continuing the commentary as soon as we leave this pier. Thank you.
And anyways, so my name is Adam, and the face review will never be reviewed. Just kidding. I will face review maybe in the next video. I don't know. Anytime, so just buckle your seatbelts on. So we're here. Oh my gosh. What the heck is happening? Okay, the boat is stopping and it's I don't know, is it backing up? You guys tell me in the comments. be getting off the ship. I'm just gonna stay here and talk with you guys. But there's gonna also be a part 3. So if you want to come back, check on part 3. But if you haven't, you should check part 1. It's pretty good. I caught the I think I've caught the St. Paul's Cathedral. And that's it. Oh, and also I did Big Ben House. But I didn't even record. I forgot. And yesterday I saw the Buckingham Palace. I didn't see the king there or the prince. I just saw the road guards. Oh my gosh. It's the wind. The wind must have been strong today.